on how to sublimate on the glass tumblers. So I was in the process of making a couple of tumbler designs. So I decided to jump on here right quick and do a quick tutorial. Alright, so let's get started. First thing I'm going to do is show you guys the design I'm going to put on this glass tumbler. And it is this Fendi bag. Alright, so I found this Fendi design online. And I just brought it in and cropped it a little bit to make it an even square. Alright, so I am going to export this, which I already did, as the Fendi design. Cancel that. And now I'm going to print it. Now, first I need to measure this tumbler to make sure of the size. So I have the glass tumbler that I'm doing. I got from Stainless Steel Stainless Depot. I'll put a link to their website in the description. But they have the 20-ounce glass tumblers. They have the matte and the clear. This one is the clear glass. And the reason why I like theirs is because theirs comes with the regular top. The other ones I've seen come with the one that looks like wood, and I bought a couple of those. Do not particularly care for them. Number one, I don't particularly care for them because I've seen where people are posting about mold growing on those tops. So I'm going to stick with what I know and what I like. And I'm first going to spray a little alcohol on it and clean it. And I guess what I really need to do, you guys, is print that doggone image. That's what I need to do first. And then while that is printing, then, all right, so what I'm going to do is print this thing. And, well, the reason why I didn't print it was because I needed to measure this glass first. I'm going to get it together, guys. I'm going to get it. All right. And it fogged up a little bit because I guess my hand is just that hot. And the glass is cold because I had it out there in my little storage room. Alright, so I'm going to get my measuring tape. Grab my measuring tape. Alright, so I got my measuring tape. This is all I use. And I'm going to measure around. These are straight tumblers. They're not tapered. So I just really need to measure one part. And it's looking like it's coming in at just short of 9.50. So I am going to put it at 9.455. That's halfway between 45 and 50 because it's not all the way to 50. It's just a little bit short. Even I could make it longer anyway and just go ahead and cut part of that side off. So I might go 9.458. And then I'm going to measure from the bottom to the top, which is coming in at 8. So I'm going to do 8.25. All right. So I'm going to come back on here and I'm going to do 9.458. and 8.25. I'm gonna go 8.35 just to be safe. And like I said, I can afford to cut off a little at the bottom if it's too big. All right, so now I'm going to export it. I've sized it. I'm going to export it, and I'm going to save it as 20-ounce glass. All right, and I'm going to bump up my resolutions for my DPI to 450. And now I am going to pull up Photoshop. And I'm going to find that file and drop it in Photoshop. I dropped it in Photoshop. It's already sized. All I have to do now is print. So I'm going to print. And if you haven't watched before, I have two printers, a 15,000 and F170, SureColor F170. I'm going to be using the F170 on this one today. The highest it prints is 8.5 by 14. This will fit on an 8.5 by 14 sheet, or 8.5 by 11 sheet. I have my presets for the sublimation, which is just regular tumbler sublimation, and glass blocks. For the F1000, it only gives you two type of paper types to select from, which is rigid and textile. For hard substrates, as in tumblers, coasters, anything hard, you would use the rigid. For more options, I make sure that my color correction on my printer is turned off. It has no color adjustment, and make sure that it's mirrored. Now come in here to color management in Photoshop. I want Photoshop to manage my colors, and we're going to be using the Cosmos ink color profile. If you were using a different ink and you have the color profile stored, this is where you would change that. I use Cosmos ink, so that's what I'm using, is the Cosmos color profile, and the rendering tint is perceptual. Now I'm printing. All right, so while that is printing, well, I sent it to the print. There you go. It's taking a little while. I was getting worried. All right, so now, since that is printing now, I'm going to, like I said, I already cleaned it. Now I'm printing it. And once it finishes printing, guys, I'll be back. Okay, guys, it is printing. So, while that is printing, I'm going to give you guys a sneak peek of some tumblers that I just did. We are going to see how they turned out. If I could find my X-Acto knife, what I do with it? And I got 3 of them. Where'd they go? Put it over there instead of put it back where it's supposed to be. All right. So move that out of the way. Raise that up a little bit. All right. So let me peek at it first. Okay, Ah, it's looking good. It's another Fendi that I was working on. You guys saw it first here. Y'all saw it first. Okay, guys, so sorry. I thought I had hit record while I was wrapping the tumbler, but to my surprise, I wasn't even recording all of that. So, yeah, here's the tumbler. I already wrapped it with the Fendi design. Sorry about that. I'll make up for it on the next one. I'll show you guys how I wrapped it, but I pretty much just wrapped it. I tape up the seams first, and then I seal my bottom and my top, and I make sure that I do not have any open. Well, I folded the tape over inside the tumbler, and I make sure I seal to prevent air from getting in there and ghosting, and I do the same with the bottom. I'm now going to take this out of my garage, and I will shrink wrap it because my ovens are out in the garage. And I'm going to bake this at 350 degrees, and we're going to bake it for 8 minutes. All right. Once it's baked, I'm going to take it out and put it in front of my fan to cool. Probably let it cool for about 5 minutes or so, and then I'll be back in so you guys can see the finished product. Okay, guys, I'm back. I took it out there, shrink wrapped it, put it in the air fryer for 8 minutes, and took it out, let it cool under the fan for another 8 minutes. So now we're here. Let's see what she looks like. Y'all, she is pretty. I can see it already. She is beautiful. Look at that. She is beautiful. Ooh. Beautiful. Beautiful. Show me what you're working with. All right. Let's get off of there. All right, like I can't get it open. There we go. Well, I got some serious tape on here. There we go. All right. Hide it from y'all. Y'all ready? Kind of got a little bit of paper residue at the bottom. Let me clean it off with a little alcohol. So that's what it's looking like. I got some stuck at the top too. Right. Clean that top off. Hold on. Now, like I say, usually when that paper sticks like that, that's a sign of the tumbler, the sublimation coating not being fully cured. All right, so that is what it looks like that. So I'm going to get some paper it up, stick it down in there. And so now you can see what it actually looks like. Now you can really see the design. So like I say, you would see it better on the matte tumbler, glass tumblers. But that's how it came out, you guys. Alright, so that's pretty much how you would sublimate your glass tumblers. Really no different than the other ones. Like I say, I just cook them a little bit longer. I cook this one, bake this one for 8 minutes, same temperature, 350 degrees. And that is what it came out looking like. So I am going to fold that down a little bit. What I do with my top, here it is. And like I say, I like these because it comes with a regular top, regular lid, regular straw. And I will, like I said, put the link in the description to where I got these from. Alright, you guys. Thanks for watching. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel, like and share. And you can also feel free to join my Facebook group. And that is, I'll put the link to that in the description as well. But that link, the name of my group is Deborah's Creations Tutorials. And right there, I'll also post, when I do the tutorials, I'll also post them in the Facebook group as well. All right, you guys. Thanks for watching. And you guys have a good evening. Bye-bye.